Welcome to Film App, a series where we take a deeper look and appreciate our favorite films. Bago tayo mag-umpisa, please give us a like and subscribe if you like Pinoy film-related content. I'm sure na marami kayong magugustuhan sa channel na to. Also, ngayon pa lang bibigyan ko na kayo ng malaking spoiler alert ha. Please watch the film first before watching this video. We'll make sure to let you know where to watch it in the description below. The COVID-19 pandemic has really put Filipinos to the test. Alam naman natin na isa sa mga hardest hit industries ay ang entertainment and film industry. Ganun pa man, ginawan pa rin ng paraan ng mga local film studios natin na makagawa at makapaghatid ng mga kalidad na pelikula sa atin. One such film is Dito at Doon, written by Alexandra Gonzalez and Christine Barameda, and directed by JP Habak. In their film, they explore what happens to human relationships during a pandemic. Paano na ang kilig kung may isolation? Dito at Doon is set during a specific time period, the first few weeks of lockdown in the Philippines. It was a time when fear and uncertainty was at its highest, and we all had to learn to distance ourselves even from our closest friends and family.
Mask mo!
Ang layo ko sa'yo, Ma.
Gamit ang kwento ni Len at Kaloy, ipinakita ng filmmakers kung paano umangkop ang mga Pilipino sa paggamit ng technology upang alagaan ang kanilang mga relationships.
Lo? Video call talaga?
We saw how people depended on the smartphone, social media, video calling apps, etc. to help bring them closer to other people during the pandemic. And the film's main visual treatment supports this idea. Tingnan natin ang unang beses na ginamit ang style na to.
Hoy, Mark Angelo Diaz Laurel, nasan kang hudlong ka?
Makikita natin na nag-umpisa ang eksena sa reality, kung saan ang mga characters ay nasa kani-kanilang mga bahay at nag-uusap lang sila through video call.
Nasa bahay naman ako ah. Uy, para shot!
Then, it transitions into fantasy, kung saan magkakasama na ang mga characters in the same space.
Bakit ba kasi ang tigas ng ulo mo?
Una nga lang kausapin ko, Len. Bakit ka napatawag, madam?
Characters are now shown always with someone else in the frame, further establishing the connection that they have because of the video call.
Diba? Malamang magpa-follow up question ako, no?
As the inuman progresses, Len is introduced to Kaloy and they seem to click.
Ganda ka. Panga mo pakisara.
Ang gago.
Sino? Ako?
Ha?
Up until it's revealed that they actually had an online argument earlier in the day.
Nakakaloka si Kuya. May pa-hashtag pa siya na kesyo.
Bored ka lang, gutom kami. Paano mo alam?
Hala.
Habang nadadagdagan ng inis nila sa isa't isa, makikita natin na dahan-dahan na rin lumalayo ang mga character sa isa't isa.
Di mo ako kilala?
Mas nagiging isolated na naman ang shots nila. Uulit-ulitin pa ang ganitong treatment throughout the story, and it's a really good choice for two reasons. First, it serves as a unique style of the film that gives it its identity. Secondly, it's actually a creative solution to the problem posed by the setting of the film. Siyempre, kailangan talagang magkasama para may kilig.
Tsaka, si Cubs. Yeah! Oh my God! Oh my God ka! Bagay na bagay kayo.
Bagay na bagay rin kayo.
On the other hand, Dito at Doon also shows the negative side of technology. Madali rin kasing gamitin ang technology bilang harang, di ba? Makikita natin ito sa opening scene kung saan unang nag-interact at nag-away si Len at Kaloy.
Alicia? Wala naman akong sinabing ganun. Bakit ka nang-aaway?
Kita natin dito yung mga tinatawag na keyboard warriors o yung mga taong malakas ang loob magsalita online o sa social media dahil alam nilang pwede silang magtago sa likod ng screens nila.
Wag o
In another scene, a problematic Len is worrying about the state of her mother's health. And upon seeing this, Kaloy wants to be there to get her through it. Dito ipinapakita sa atin na kung gaano kadaling mag-communicate using technology. Ganon din kadaling iwasan ang mga tawag at messages ng isang tao. Eventually, they get to talk. But notice that this is one of the few scenes where we don't see the visual treatment of them together in the same room.
Kamusta? May balita na ba?
Because for some reason, Len is unwilling to let Kaloy in. And in the end, both of them said words that they regretted.
Ano bang alam mo?
Ngayon alam mo na kung bakit ka mag-isa.
At one point, the situation flips. Kaloy is now the one worrying about his family. And Len, to make up for their past argument, wants to comfort him.
Congrats pala.
Sa gitna ng usapan nila, makikita nila ng kamay ni Kaloy. Titingnan niyo to na parang gusto niyang hawakan. Pero hindi naman posible. We are again reminded that although Kaloy and Len are together in the scene, they are much more further apart than it seems. Dito at Doon shows us a snapshot of a specific period in Philippine history. It showed us how people adapted and relied heavily on technology as the main tool for creating and maintaining relationships. Tingin ko, magandang balikan natin uli ito in a few more years to see how the pandemic has further changed or affected the social dynamics of friendships and dating. Mabalik pa kaya tayo sa dati? Kayo, ano yung mga ginawa niyong kakaiba during the pandemic para lang makapag-connect kayo with your friends, family, or significant other? Gusto naming mabasa sa comment section, so huwag kayong mahihiyang mag-share. That's it! Hanggang sa susunod na pelikula!